Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. It is late Sunday evening, and we're going to be going into Monday morning talking about the ass whooping. The Cowboys stomped and beaten like old Virginia slaves. Oh, my goodness. This is an emergency broadcast. The Detroit Lions, the second back-to-back 40-point game since 1962. Okay, I did a little research. The defense forced 5 turnovers, 47-9, the final score in Arlington, Texas. The AT&T Stadium, which cost $1.2 billion to construct. It took 4 years, a.k.a. Jerry World. Stephen A. Smith is going ape shit right now. We got to talk about this. They ran a flea flicker. The Lions ran a flea flicker, correct me if I'm wrong, in the second quarter. In the second quarter, talk about disrespect. The Most High, where are you? Florida Boy J, let's go. Left-handed, where are you? Who is number 32 on the Detroit Lions? Talk about no respect. He punched the ball out of the Dallas Cowboy wide receiver. I think it was number 80. Punched the ball, forced a fumble. Number 5, Montgomery, he was hyped and amped. Number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Holy smokes, someone please call in and tell me about the rookie field goal kicker. This is an emergency broadcast, all right? Also, guys, on the screen, Obama, a.k.a. Nickel Slick, talking hella crazy to black men in Pittsburgh last week. In case you missed it, we touched on this Friday, but we had some technical difficulties. Talking hella crazy, talking down to black men with regards to voting for Kamala Harris. Check and report, are you out there, sir? Tappan, he gave a great breakdown this past Friday, but again, that show did not make it to the final rebroadcasting stage, okay? All right, let's get down to business tonight. Oh, and I do want to talk about... Testing, 1, 2, okay. Oh, and I do want to talk about the Halle Berry film, Never Let Go. Let me mark that down. I watched it. It was trash. Never Let Go. If anybody has seen that film, Never Let Go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's get down to business. This is an emergency broadcast. Let me slow down. Take a sip of water. No wine tonight. It's just water and a Red Bull. We have to talk football, folks, okay? Please do not call me half-stepping, guessing. Good evening, 804. Did you see the game? 804.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. I saw the game. Okay. It was a complete debacle. Yeah. And I'm not going to put it all on the players. You got to look at the owner. Jerry Jones is it's not 1996 anymore. It's not 1992. It's not 1993. It's 2024. He paid the quarterback, Dak Prescott, $60 million. He had paid.
Is that per year, sir? Speak in layman's terms to people who don't know football. $60 million per year? How much?
$60 million per year. Okay. But you got to look at the guarantee. So Dak might not get all of it fully, but you got to look at the guarantee. But they're just going to ride it off and say $60 million. For the simple fact that you pay Dak Prescott, who hasn't done anything, he got demolished by the Packers last year. He hasn't done anything. Another year before that, against the Niners, he threw it to Elliott, and Elliott got hit. Like, it's just a waste of money. Yeah. Jones needs to get rid of the team.
Well, hang on a second, sir. I want to focus on this game. The Detroit Lions ran a flea flicker, my nigga. In the second quarter, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it the second quarter?
Yes, absolutely. It was the second quarter. But Dallas defense has been trash for the past.
Stop right there, sir. There's no rush. Stop right there. When you run a flea flicker, that's disrespect. And especially in the second quarter. We're talking about AT&T Stadium, a.k.a. Jerry World. What do they call that? The Death Star? Some old fancy shit. What else do they call it?
They call it Jerry's World, pretty much. I was there last year.
Okay.
It's a beautiful stadium. It's just a trash.
Oh, state of the art. State of the art.
State of the art, everything. A big old screen, I was up there for Thanksgiving last year. Big old screen. It's just it's crazy. It's like a cult. When we left the game, all you heard was Cowboys. I think our near guy in the fight, one of the Cowboys fans. It's like a cult. It's a cult there. It's crazy, but it's beautiful though.
Okay, now hang on. Let's take our time here. Now, speak in layman's terms for those who don't know football. I have not kept up this season, so I just tuned in earlier, and I said, let me see what the Cowboys are up to. And whoa, I got some notes here. Number 32, Brian Branch on the Lions.
Yeah, he went to the University of Alabama. That's SEC land. So, and SEC, they produce a whole lot of talent there. That's the college football. Okay. If nobody understands, that's the SEC. So, I'm not surprised by 32. 32, he actually caught one in the red zone.
Yes.
Like, I was right there watching the game. I was like, well, they can't mess that up. He ended up catching it in the end zone and running it back for a little bit. It actually should have been 2 interceptions because they called one back, so the Cowboys had to end up settling for a field goal.
Stop right there. Now, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I have not been watching this season. The rookie field goal kicker on the Lions, he wasn't missing. He kept nailing it.
Yeah, he wasn't missing. Yeah, he was nailing it. I mean, Dallas got a pretty good field goal kicker too. They got a pretty good field goal kicker on the other side, but it's besides the point. The Lions really have a good team. They could actually make it to the Super Bowl. Hopefully not against my Niners. Hopefully we could knock them out and get to the Super Bowl again. But the Lions, I mean, you got to give respect to the Lions. The Lions have a good team. They have a good team. They're 4-1. They got Jared Goff, who has been to a Super Bowl with the Rams.
The Rams.
You got but the only thing with the Lions now, their DE from the University of Michigan, Hutchinson, he broke his leg. Did you see that, Star?
No, I'm not the speed. I'm the speed on that. No.
Well, anyway, number 97, he broke his leg around the third quarter. He's one of their top defensive linemen on the line, so that might hamper him a little bit. But the Lions have a great team. They have a good team right now.
All right,
I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the Super Bowl.
Hold on. I'm getting backed up on the calls here. You say you're a 49ers fan, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me one last thing with regards to the Cowboys. Yes, we know Dak Prescott is the highest paid quarterback, possibly player in the NFL. I'm not sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Jerry Jones, today was his birthday, and he's not talking about firing the coach. He said he's not considering that. Yes?
Yeah, he's not considering that. Maybe down the road, but Jerry, he doesn't like to fire his coaches. He might fire him by the end of the year, but he's going to talk positive. And besides that, I mean, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. Like we played them after their bye week. It's a chance they might beat us. So anything can happen. It's the NFL. We lost a soft cake team in the Rams when we played in L.A. So, I mean, it happens.
Yeah. Right, so I'm here to kick in the Cowboys' backs tonight. Thank you for your call. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. He's talking about the 49ers. I just want to hear about why the Cowboys bit the dust the way they did. Oh, wait a minute. Are we camming up tonight? I would love to get a panel discussion going here. Hold on a second. Where is my my email address, guys? Here's the cam up link. It's the email. If you want to cam up, just say, "So I want to talk football." This is an emergency broadcast. Where's the cam up link? Okay, cam up. Put your face out there. All right, the hater1964@yahoo.com. Hey, Samantha, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Where the F you been? Well, we did a show, Samantha, Friday, but I had some technical issues, so we trashed the whole show, but I've been pretty consistent. Thank you for your support. Okay. Lex Diamonds, thank you for your donation. Salute, fam. Dak got his money. He don't give a F. Okay. Well, I think it's a little deeper than that because he still has to perform. Crown, I got your donation. Are you tapping in? Okay. Steelers won. F Obama and Kamala. Speaking of the Steelers, is Russell Wilson finished there? Because he was injured or something happened, and now he's healthy, but the coach didn't put him in. Hang on a second. I think, is this Florida Boy Jay? Is that you, sir? FBJ, late night. A 1-2.
Real niggas in the building to kick the Dallas Cowboys back through the door.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, sir. Do you want to cam up or do you just want to talk right here? It's up to you.
I just want to talk.
Come on.
My talk tonight.
Please.
On the Dallas Cowboys. First of all, let me say what I've been saying for years on this platform. All Dak Prescott is just a Tony Romo with a tan. I didn't hear none of you hoe-ass niggas when Tony Romo was going 8-8, dancing, fumbling, stumbling, losing last game of the season, going 8-8. At least Dak Prescott gives you false hope going into the playoffs. Tony Romo couldn't get you to the playoffs. So let's talk about Dak Prescott, right?
Please.
He is a bum. He cannot get the job done. But let's not act like Jerry Jones signed Tony Pollard. He didn't re-sign Tony Pollard. They signed bum-ass Zeke Elliott back. Zeke Elliott was washed after his second contract with the Cowboys. Why would you re-sign and allocate money to a Zeke Elliott knowing that you need to double down on the run game? And you don't get Zeke Elliott, you don't get Tony Pollard. Okay, you should have put all that money into Derrick Henry because you see what he is doing.
Florida Boy Jay, I have to jump in. Please speak in layman's terms for people who do not know these names that you're dropping. Speak as if, a female, because a lot of females listen to the show and watch the show. They may want to do a follow-up to what we're saying and break it down a little bit more. Layman's terms, please.
Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys issue right now is they cannot run the ball at all whatsoever.
Okay.
They drop back in shotgun and empty set, and once a team gets the lead on the Cowboys, the Cowboys cannot and will not run the ball. So once the defense knows you're not running the ball, they're pinning their ears back. They're playing a cover 2 drop with double safety high. They can even play with Brian Branch, the box safety. The reason why he's so effective is because the Dallas Cowboys offense is so predictable. You don't have a number 2 receiver. You don't have a tight end. You don't have any specialists outside of CeeDee Lamb. It's easy to shift the defense over to your receiver and stop the Dallas Cowboys offense.
All right, stop right there. Let me jump in. The Detroit Lions looked great. Is it fair to say that, the Cowboys, who I'm reading up here, they've had a lot of injuries. Is it fair to say that they just got blown out by a superior team? 5 turnovers. They forced 5 turnovers, the Detroit Lions defense. Let's focus on the Lions for a minute rather than just what the Cowboys did wrong. Let's talk about those Lions.
Okay, so the Lions, which you've seen today, is a team full of specialists. You've seen Starr. They almost threw a touchdown to their offensive lineman, Penei Sewell, before they got the flag, before going into the fourth quarter. They drafted him 5th overall. They got a wide receiver, Jameson Williams. That's a big play guy, number 9, who burnt Diggs, number 7 on the Cowboys. Okay. You have a possession receiver every down with the Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
You do have an explosive tight end with Sam Laporta. But on top of the fact, they run under the center offense with these 2 running backs. Their whole mentality on offense is smash mouth, run first with Gibbs and Montgomery, and they will push you to the limit on their offensive line and bully you. Okay. That's why the Lions play ball control offense. They don't ask Goff to do too much. He has the weapons to succeed because his weapons are specialists in what they do.
Yeah, let me jump in right there. Goff looked great. He looked great against the Cowboys. And as I said earlier, for those who didn't catch it, back-to-back 40-point games. This is the first time since 1962. So Detroit seems to be popping on all cylinders to me. I could be wrong. Okay, so where do the Cowboys go from here now? What type of adjustments do they make? Jerry Jones did make a statement. He is not considering changing the coach. Is the coach one of his best friends? I read that somewhere. Or am I mistaken?
No, the coach is his best friend.
Say again?
If Jerry Jones,
say again?
The coach is not one of Jerry Jones's best friends. The coach is just cool enough. Jerry Jones has a beer and some popcorn every Friday with the coach and goes over whatever. That's the point is with the Cowboys. They are what they are. We are watching a slow death take place. They were coming to the off season. You didn't
you let Amari Cooper go. You don't have a number 2 wide receiver. You didn't get a running game, so you have a predictable offense. Your defense is staying on the field too long, and you've been figured out. This window of opportunity the Cowboys have for the last 4 or 5 years has been closed, and the door was shut today. And lastly, one of the reasons, not to be superficial, but the Cowboys rarely, if ever, wear their dark navy blue jerseys at home. This is sacrilegious in itself, and Dallas fans who are going to call in will tell you they will never wear those jerseys at home. And wearing those jerseys at home in the first place to a Cowboys fan, they're going to tell you that's why they lost today the way they lost. Because those jerseys are bad luck at home.
Right.
And
Hold it. Stay with me. There's no rush. Folks, this is an emergency broadcast. I know it's very, very late. Left-handed, are you there, sir? Area code 347. Peace.
Good. What up, Joe? What's good?
What's good, man?
So listen, I don't want to just focus on what the Cowboys did wrong. These Detroit Lions look really, really good to me. A flea flicker in the second quarter. Can you address that first, left-handed? A flea flicker. That's disrespect when you start running trick plays. Yes, no?
Listen, I think I totally attribute that to Dan Campbell. That's the type of coach he is, man. At the end of the day, they're going to win any way possible. Yeah, run a flea flicker. They don't expect it. They caught him sleeping, and they made him look crazy. So, and it's going to be a topic of discussion tonight, and going into the future. I'm hearing the conversation, and I'm going to say this: the Detroit Lions kind of solidified the fact that the Cowboys are not really America's team or a local team or whatever. They're just loved and adored by the people who love and adore them, and they deal with it. Okay, so let me breathe for a second, Star.
Come on.
I'm not worried about the Detroit Lions. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers hung a 50 burger on New Orleans.
Oh, stop
I digress.
Stop it.
I digress. But I'm totally with what FBJ was talking about in regards to the Lions and their offense. We're going to see how this Aiden Hutchinson injury, which is serious, and he's the anchor of their defense, and how is it going to affect them moving forward? I mean, really shouldn't, because I think their defense is strong enough, and hopefully he recovers and he gets right. But yeah, man, if we're on the Cowboys, let's get on the Cowboys. Let's get on their neck.
Yeah.
You don't hear from Cowboys play.
I don't want to hear all that coulda, woulda, shoulda nonsense. The Lions, hang on a second, are they off to one of their best starts in years? They're 4-1, 5-1 now. Where are they now? Right now.
They're 4-1. I mean, the Lions been right. The earlier caller said the Lions been right for a couple of years now, and they have been. You know what I mean? And I attribute that to when they got Aiden Hutchinson in the draft, as like the number 2 pick, defensive end out of Michigan. I said it on the show down in Sports Talk that he's going to turn the Lions franchise around. That was a couple of years ago, and they've been on the incline ever since. Now, the caller also mentioned how the 49ers and things of that nature, the NFC Championship game, the Lions had that game in the bag. But that's the thing, Star. Okay, a 47-9 victory over the Dallas Cowboys is nice in October, right? The Lions are rolled through the season, probably finished Florida Boy J, 11-6, 12-5. You know what I mean? Win the division, right? Sure. But then in the playoffs, what's going to happen when it gets thick? I almost had to pay a fine. When it gets thick, you know what I mean? And we saw that last year in the Detroit Lions. So again, for all the offensive power that they show, and they do have the two running backs in the backfield. Right. Again, we'll see, man. We'll see. Hutchinson's injury might be motivation.
Okay. I want to jump in for a second. I mean, I hear you guys talking about what may happen, what could happen. I want to talk about this ass kicking tonight. Hold on. I want to talk about Branch, number 32, Brian Branch. He punched the ball out of the wide receiver's hands. That's disrespect. They had no respect in Arlington, Texas. What is it? $1.2 billion for the goddamn AT&T Stadium, the retractable roof.
The giant, super giant scoreboard and all that. That don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay, punching the ball out of the receiver's hand is what the defensive players are taught to do.
I disagree. They're taught to do that. They were on some other stuff.
Jay, speak to your man. They coach to do that. Speak to your man.
Star, you got to understand, dog. Everything, that big-ass TV, all those fans, everybody who comes in to the Cowboys Stadium is on some hater-type vibes. Like, dog, F this TV, I'm putting my feet on your couch.
Yeah.
I'm slapping your wife.
Yeah.
I'm taking your soda. It's up.
Yep.
It's up. Give me a hat.
Look what the Ravens did to him a couple weeks ago.
I'm sitting at the head of your table. It is what it is. Nice couch, nigga. That's how the storyline team at these niggas today.
Let's talk about the interceptions. How many interceptions? And they took Dak Prescott out of the game in what quarter, Florida Boy Jay? What quarter did they say, you've had enough? Let's sit you down.
What was like the fourth quarter?
Tell me.
Yeah, it was like the fourth quarter. Yeah, when the game was out of pocket. It was out of reach.
Yeah.
Out of control.
He should have been taken out in the third quarter to stop the embarrassment. Give somebody else the entire fourth quarter, and they probably wouldn't have got stomped that bad. Go ahead. I'm turned up. Come on.
No, because Dak Prescott wasn't playing defense.
Okay.
You did.
On top of that,
again, for me, go ahead, Jay.
No, go, finish, go, my bad.
No. I was just going to say Dak Prescott's not playing defense. Again, at the end of the day, he makes his mistakes. It's in a compartment. It's over there. The defense is getting blasted. You know what I mean? Their excuse, Dallas Cowboys fans, and I know a whole bunch of y'all, and y'all listen to the show and all that. That's great. Y'all going to have excuses because Micah Parsons ain't played. Okay. Your secondary now is getting exposed. The kid Diggs on one side, Bland on the other. Those guys are getting exposed now. So again, man, the Cowboys season, they want it to be over right now. They want it to be done. It's a wrap. On Jerry Jones' birthday, nonetheless.
Jerry Jones' birthday. He's 82 years of age now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has he run his course? He was talking on somebody's live a couple of weeks ago about the size of black penises. Who was that?
Well,
who was that? I forget.
I have no idea. That wasn't my thing. I wasn't.
Floyd Boy Jay, jump in there. Hang on, Floyd Boy Jay. Yeah. Jamie Foxx. He was on Jamie Foxx's live a couple of weeks ago talking about the size of black tools. Is it time for Jerry Jones to step down, my nigga? Come on, let's turn up tonight. It's an emergency broadcast.
Start. The league is waiting on the Cowboys to kill him or to take him out, to roll him in the pack. The NFL wants nothing more than the Jerry Jones clock out and punch his ticket on one of these Sundays in that press box. That's what this is all about. We need to see him go in the middle of the third quarter when Prescott took that sack. We need to see him go right here live on Fox on Sunday afternoon. That is nothing more American NFL than watching Jerry Jones take his last breath during Dallas Cowboys ass whooping like today.
Left-handed, your sports show, pardon me, with you and Yada Bear. Please promote it. And when's the next time you guys going live?
Absolutely. Down in sports, Tuesday night, 8:15. And I kind of want to talk about on the show on Tuesday night, the Yankees in the American League Championship Series. My Buccaneers hung on 50 burger on the Saints. Mm-hmm. Life goes on. But yeah, Star, man, appreciate you, man. But yeah, I'm in the building, man, if you want to chop it up, because I know you want to get at these Cowboys, but I'm not going to jump out the window. Wow. I'm just going to say it is what it is. You're looking at it. What else you want to do?
Well, how about this? I mean, what type of adjustments will be made? Because clearly this was a stomping. You can't come back the next game with the same strategy. And yes, the Cowboys have injuries, but what has to be done to adjust the margins before you go left-handed?
In my opinion, I think that they're going to have to do something dramatic. Again, because the play on the field is like, okay, they're playing the Cowboys, they on name only, they're getting that recognition. But when they're playing these good teams, when they play the so-so teams, they look good. But when they play the good teams, they look suspect. So I think that maybe a change of philosophy might be in call for. Okay. You know what I mean? These losses are getting more and more embarrassing, more and more brutal, more and more, I'm talking Stars terms, more and more destructive to the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is this the worst beating they've had in years? The Cowboys?
Man,
at home?
Are you not listening to me?
At home.
Are you not listening? Are you not listening to me, yo? They just got stumped out by the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson and just gave them the business a couple of weeks ago.
What was that score?
You know what I mean?
What was that score?
Oh, it was four. Hold on, wait a minute. Golly, it was a stomp out, B. Hold on. Well, I got you. Hold on 1 second.
Florida Boy Jay, the question is, is this the worst beating at home? 47, to 9.
No,
what's the worst beating?
The worst is a 44-0 home loss to the Chicago Bears in 1985.
Okay, so that was 85. Well, the 85.
But that's not the
Bears.
Home. That's not. Let me see. Actually, that was a home loss. That was a home loss.
Okay. 85. Okay, so since 85, this is the worst, correct me if I'm wrong, beating. Listen, all that 85 shit, it's a totally different generation. Is this
what are we talking about?
The worst beating at home in the last 2 decades?
They haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1995. So, I mean,
biggest loss. It's the biggest loss since they opened that stadium in 2009.
Okay. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm too hyped.
That loss to Green Bay in the playoffs to me was kind of big. They should have won that game, but that's another story.
I'm talking about.
I'm saying that, but the point that
I'm talking about AT&T Stadium.
Yeah. I got you.
State of the art. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. The Dallas Cowboys are cooked, and I'm telling you, Jerry Jones, he might fire the coach. He might fire him. Mike McCartney.
He already said he isn't. He said that today. He said, I'm not firing the coach.
No, Jerry Jones is a liar. He says a lot of things that don't come true.
Talk to him.
He's going to fire him. He's not making it. I'm going to just say something. I'm going to pass the mic.
Okay.
If he doesn't get fired after San Francisco takes him to the woodshed and beats him down next week in Santa Clara, he's definitely not making it past November 24th. Against the Commanders in Washington. He's not making it to Thanksgiving against the Giants. I promise you, I'll take bets on the coach not making it.
Yo, the Cowboys got to buy next week, cousin.
They got to buy next week. They need a buy. All right, listen, Florida Boy Jay. I'm sorry. Florida Boy Jay, when are you going live again, my nigga? Well, what's going on with you? You living the baller life. Are you still doing lives?
Yeah, we went. Yeah, actually, we did a short live on. We did a short live on Friday afternoon, but no, we still go live. But hey, we lit outside, bro.
Okay.
Every time you call, last 2 lives I did, we was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what we doing. You know how we get down, man.
Okay. All right, fellas, I appreciate you. I'm on one right now. We'll talk later.
Absolutely, man. I'm a highlights. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Can I get some Detroit Lion fans on the line so we can put our foot on the necks of these Cowboys? Or somebody from the 214, somebody from Fort Worth, tell me something. That was an old-fashioned ass whooping in modern times. 5 turnovers. That's what they forced. Booby Jane, I got your donation. Thank you so much, Dawn. She says energy on 10. Let's go. Yes, I had the old nigga nap earlier. I'm sipping a Red Bull, sugar-free, and water. Dak Prescott, the tragic mulatto. Can somebody call in and kick in biracial niggas' backs tonight? God damn. Where is area code 678? Good evening. Are you there? 678.
What's going on, Star?
Yes, sir. Where you calling from, sir? I'm talking football tonight.
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm in Atlanta, but I'm a Detroit fan for life.
Nigga, let's
we
go.
Beat the heck,
Okay.
We beat the heck out of them. Can't nobody see us in the NFC.
Talk to him.
We just lost our DN, but yeah, we gave Jerry Worlds a show on his birthday.
On his birthday.
Beat him down the worst they've been beat in the stadium. I heard them other clowns talking about Detroit sports. They don't know nothing about Detroit.
Well, please don't call the other callers
They've been
clowns.
cheating us.
Sir, don't call the other callers clowns. I just want to focus on what you're saying. This has got to be the worst loss in the new AT&T Stadium. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is. It is. And we beat them down so bad. We put the mercy rule on them and not gave them 50. We could have gave them 50. So, I mean, I think we're a very exciting team, man. A lot of people don't know about us, Star. I'm glad we're not under the radar no more, but we're stumping people's heads in. And we run the ball like nobody, Star. We got the best line in the NFL. Yeah. If you ever get a chance, watch our running backs.
Well, sir, tell me right now, who is number 5 Montgomery? I'll Google, but educate me, goddamn. Come on.
Number 5 is our Rhino. He goes through people and he just drags them with him. He just knocks them down. You know, he has plenty of plays, plenty of highlights this year, just knocking people down and continue to run. Then we got a fast back from Alabama named Jahmyr Gibbs. He's very.
Hang on, sir. David Montgomery. Let's focus on this nigga right now. Come on.
David Montgomery is a beast, man. He just broke.
Born in 1997. This is a baby.
All this dude. We just re-signed him. We just re-signed him Saturday.
Come on.
We just gave him another extension.
Come on.
That's how cold he is.
Yeah.
And we got him from Chicago. Chicago didn't know what the heck they were doing with him. We took him, put him behind our line. He knocks people down and drags them for touchdown. He's a touchdown machine.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then we just got role players, man. We took everybody's trash, Star, and gave them life.
Right.
You got Jared Goff. They said he was done.
Right.
He's killing. He was perfect game.
Killing it tonight.
You got Jahmyr Gibbs, who runs and just breaks runs for 20 and 30 yards. Yeah. Then you got a speedster and Jameson Williamson. If you don't put a hand on him, he's gone. You know, he's gone. And then you got Tough St. Brown, Sun God. All he does is catch passes and breaks defensive covers.
Yeah. And then you got number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's who you talking about.
Amon-Ra, man. Yeah, his dad used to be a bodybuilder, man. This dude is tough.
Okay.
He played with a torn oblique last year.
Damn.
He's tough as they come.
Yeah.
And we re-signed them all. And then you got the line. You got an all-pro right tackle, Penei Sewell. I mean, this guy right here, he just got re-signed he got the largest contract that Tampa Bay got theirs.
Okay.
Defensive line. But yeah, we got a pretty good team and they're young. They're all under 25. That's what people don't understand. They're all under 25 and we had 2 top 10s in the top 25.
Yeah.
Now we lost Aiden Hutchinson today. He's our best player. He could have been, they was comparing him as the best defensive player this year. He had 6.5 sacks.
Right.
We lost him, man. He might have broke his leg, his fibula and tibia, so he might be gone for the year. But
he'd be all right. You know, they put it down today, 47-9. What? Just pardon me. I'm a little turned up here. Who was it doing the dance in the end zone? Was that Montgomery? He was doing the 2-step. He was
Montgomery and Amon got a flag for one of his beat downs, but we owed them. Star, you know, last year they ripped that game from us.
Right.
We should have had that game, and you know we thought
I didn't see last year's game, sir, but I saw the ass whooping tonight. Go finish up.
That game. If we would have won that game, we would have hosted 49ers in Detroit. Okay. But by us losing, we had to go there. But yeah, we gave them what they wanted. We are now America's team, troll babies. We're the new America's team.
There you go.
Stop thinking about Jerry's world. We're the new team, and we're the best team in the NFC.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes,
Thanks a lot, man.
Okay. Hold on a second. Folks, we talking about AT&T Stadium. The Death Star is what they call it. I was wondering why I kept seeing on the goddamn screen some type of what do you call that? The intro looked like some type of Darth Vader animation. I said, what the fuck is going on? A brand new Star Wars film? The nickname for the AT&T Stadium is Jerry World or the Death Star. And niggas got killed in their own goddamn stadium. Hold on a second. It's estimated. Estimated at $650 million. The stadium's actual construction rose to $1.15 billion. Will Dak Prescott take a pay cut? Will he do what, great athletes do? Mark McGwire took a pay cut back in the days. He said, hey, I'm not living up to my full potential. That's going very far back for those who know Major League Baseball. Mark McGwire. And then he started juicing, allegedly, banging himself in the quad and all sorts of shit. And then, hey, they started putting the Mac down, huh? Tom Brady takes he took back in the days, pay cuts. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping it. Okay, he says, Blue Da Vinci is coming home early. I thought he was home. I thought Blue Da Vinci was home and beefing with 50 Cent. Am I wrong? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, folks, thank you for your support via Cash App. Pardon me if I didn't get to your donations. I'm on one right now. Hold on a second. We have two Cash Apps. On the screen right now is Snitch Network tax deductible Cash App donations. Okay, you can claim those donations when you do your taxes. For those of you who actually do your taxes. Sit tight, area code 347. I see you. Antoine, I got your donation. Rondell got your donation. Rondell says Jerry Jones is a liar and a nigger. Okay. Ricky Rick, salute. Ricky Rick says it was Jerry Jones B-Day. Yeah, we've been saying that. Thank you for your support. Blade. No, what happened? He got a copyright strike? Blade, can you send me an email? Well, listen, let me just pump the brakes here for a second, folks. My alleged daughter, I say alleged because she's already told me that the Star Report is a family business. My alleged daughter will give you a copyright strike if you're using the content with me and Jaguar Wright. You've heard me say, I don't want to do this right now, but you've heard me say that you have to get permission. I don't need to go viral. I don't need to be relevant in today's bullshit culture. We tax niggas down here. Ask for permission. Send an email or else, she'll give you a strike. She don't give a goddamn. She's a tragic mulatto bitch. Pardon me, I shouldn't say bitch. It's my alleged daughter. Lex Diamonds, thank you. Okay, DoorDashing, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Folks, I want to discuss this in detail. Area code 510, are you there? Late night, we're talking about the ass kicking that the Cowboys received. 510.
That's your boy Sir Shire out of Oakland.
Yes, sir. How are you, man? It's cracking.
Oh, man, Cowboys and the Raiders got their ass beat like Sunday in a Ghetto Gaggers video. Oh, well. So,
whoa. Slow down. I don't know what you guys got going in the live chat, but keep that in the live chat. We're talking about the Cowboys getting beaten down by the Lions. Sir Shy, please.
Oh, yeah, Detroit's popping. They're one of the best teams along with the 49ers. Dallas doesn't have a chance. The tragic mulatto and Dak Prescott can't make a read. His running game is one of the worst in the NFL, and he's already beefing with it. He's beefing with his number one wide receiver.
The black side of him can't read the defense. How many interceptions for Dak Prescott? How many? Tonight.
He had...
Did you see the game, Sir Shot? Did you see the game?
Yeah, I saw the game. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching it.
Okay.
Dak had 2 picks. One to Branch and one to, I think, Terry and Arnold.
I thought it was more. Hang on a second. Control babies. Didn't Dak have more?
Just 2.
You sure?
Just 2.
Come on.
Just 2.
Come on.
Second quarter, third quarter.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, the Cowboys are 3-3. I think they're on a bye week, which is much needed. And then next week, I think they come to the Bay Area to play the 49ers. So they'll be 3-4, and the downfall will begin. They're going to lose the division to Philadelphia and the Washington Commanders. Who would ever thought those guys would be good again? I still call them the Redskins.
Yeah, I call them the Cowboys Redskins too. I call them the Redskins.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, the Cowboys they're going to be left behind. But they'll share last place with the New Jersey Giants, who also got their backs kicked in by the Bengals just like 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
Hey, can I kick in the Mets back in?
Well, hang on a second.
The Metropolitans?
Aren't the Mets close to the World Series? What's going on with the Mets?
Oh no, that our Chinese brother Shohei Ohtani had to lay it on him today. Salute to that Chinese brother Shohei Ohtani. He had a few home runs, and the Dodgers blew out the Mets 8-0.
9-0. 9-0.
9-0.
I'm looking at the final score. Okay, so they're still in it though. They're still in right. They're 0-1 against the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, they're not eliminated yet. The Mets.
They're not eliminated yet. Yeah. But 3 more games to go. They'll get them up out of here. They'll probably beat them at Citi Field. You guys might have a better chance with the New York Yankees, but the Mets.
All right, Sir Shai, I want to focus on the Cowboys tonight. We can talk baseball another night, sir. Great to talk to you. Salute. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Sir Shai tapping in. Again, Booby Jane, thank you for your donation, darling. I like your hat. Thank you for your continued support. Hi, Anita. Yes, Anita, we will get back to that maggot another day. I kind of don't even want to be in the algorithms with the maggot Jaguar, right? I just, for those of you who, you're coming in for the bullshit, we'll focus on the bullshit another night. Yes, but, that wasn't an interview. She called in here. And when you call me acting like a monkey or some type of contentious human being, you get what you get. Some of you simp-ass niggas up in the comment, yo, don't speak to a female like that. That wasn't a female. Anyway, hold on a second. Come on. Okay. Shanita, hi, Shanita. Thank you for your support. Okay, darling, you can call in, or if not, you can just send me an email with regards to your products, and we will, of course, give you some type of custom marketing, okay? Hennessy, are you calling you? Where's Hennessy? Okay, not Kennessy, Hennessy, okay? That's a female. She's been supporting the machine. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Okay, we got the white boy tapping in. White boy Rory was cracking, was shaking, was popping.
Yo, Pazan, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Yo, Pazan, happy Columbus Day, man.
That's a whole fact.
Happy Colonizer Day.
That's a whole fact. Let's go.
That's a whole fact. Happy Colonizers Day.
Yeah.
There ain't no Indigenous People Day. This is more this making things up.
Yeah.
Democrats making things up. We don't celebrate Indigenous People Day in America.
No, sir. And we don't care if Columbus never made it to America. We don't care. We give him credit anyway.
That's right. Who cares about them?
Yeah.
A bunch of warring tribes that were ancestral and had cross eyes. It wasn't like the Iroquois used to go hang out with the Mohawk and they used to, intermarry or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't nothing like that, man. It was a bunch of warring tribes that were ancestral with cross-eyed, and they could, climb a tree and know how to cook some corn and make some cornmeal.
Yeah. Manhattan was sold. Rory, what was Manhattan sold for? $24 and some beads?
Not even. We gave them a couple of bottles of cheap whiskey and some shiny seashells. That's it.
And they gave it up sweet. They gave it up sweet.
Forget about it. Respect the goddamn jokes,
Respect
man.
the jokes. Let's go.
The Europeans came over here and brought the Roman Empire and all of our history and turned this what it is today. What we're enjoying, the land of milk and honey that we're enjoying today.
There you go.
Rory,
I got to cut you short. I got to focus on the game. Did you see it? Cowboys blown out. Oh, my goodness.
I see that game.
Okay.
White boy style. The weather's been good up here, so I went out on a boat, but I caught that game because it was on it was like 5 o'clock. I caught the game. And, here we go again. White boy style. Jared Goff led his team to a victory. You got a black guy who never won nothing, who looked like George Jefferson going up against Jared Goff, a white guard who has already had a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
So you already know what Detroit should be so blessed. That place is such a hellhole that at least they have a winning Super Bowl, a winning football team. Yeah. At least they have a winning football team. Because what a miserable, depressing black city that is. But at least they have a winning, football team. They got
white boy going hard in the paint. Pay attention.
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. At least they got something to look forward to every Sunday. So yeah. And the whole Barack Obama thing. Come on, man. This guy's raised by a bunch of.
Hang on a second. Okay, so that's. That is from last week when Barack Obama went into Pittsburgh on the campaign trail for Kamala Harris, talking disrespectful to black men. Females were there also, but close to 45 minutes talking down to him, pointing his finger. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, it was wild. Every Jamal, Shamika, and Taiwana, he was talking to you. He was telling you, stay on the plantation. Him and Roland Martin were telling you that you're something different. You're not American. Yeah. You don't live in the same country as the rest of us. You don't see all the migrants coming in here, causing havoc, committing crime, taking billions of tax dollars out of your city. You don't see none of that. Yeah. Just pretend you don't see none of that. And remember, Bathhouse Barry Barack is telling you that you need to vote for another fake-ass black person washing collard greens in the bathtub with her Indian mother. Yeah.
Okay, so Rory, enough. Once you start going in that direction, we've done good, man.
On, man.
Gotta go.
All right, so
I want to focus on the football. Good to talk to you.
Trump 2024, baby. Bronx for Trump.
That's a whole fact. Okay, that's my friend White Boy Rory. All right, hold on a second, guys. Thank you for your support, folks. On the screen is the Cash App at the top of the live chat. I hope I pinned the Streamlabs link. Let me slow down and just pump the brakes here for a minute. Guys, my other YouTube channel, Squirrel Party, returns tomorrow. I had to put down some new topsoil last week and a little fertilizer and some more seed because the squirrels tore the goddamn grass up around the artificial deck, the deck with the artificial turf. They tore the goddamn grass up, burying nuts, playing, doing what they do. But I just wanted to get it really looking nice before the cold weather comes in. But it returns tomorrow, okay? All right. Lance, I got your donation. Thank you for your support, sir. If you want to call in. Yes, we know about the alleged third Trump assassination attempt. We've got something more important to talk about this evening. The Cowboys getting their heads kicked in. Runaway Slave says, don't forget, Rory, Irish monarchs would throw parties back in time when they would sexually assault. Ooh, okay, he's talking crazy. Horses, then feed it to their guests. Ooh, okay. You want to call in, sir? Thank you for your support. Let's go to area code 347. Late night edition. We're talking about the Cowboys blown out by the Lions. So you get the speed. 347.
Yo,
yes.
What's good, sir?
What's good, sir? How are you?
You got that hat on. You a Cowboy fan?
I'm trolling, sir. Come on, sir. I'm trolling. Come on.
I get it. I'm a Cowboy fan, man. We keeping receipts, man. We keeping receipts.
Let's go.
Have an emergency meeting for this, man. We know you sweating us out there because you never have an emergency meeting for nobody's team but ours now, right? That's how you're gonna set the president now. That's what we doing. That's what we doing, sir.
Let's go.
That's cool.
Come
man.
on, let's go.
That's up. Hey, listen, we got our ass cracked. Yeah, we did. It's all good. It happens, bro.
It's crazy.
We ain't the only ones getting our ass cracked every Sunday. We 3-3. It ain't over. Jerry Jones
he's going to be firing and hiring throughout this whole 2 weeks before the 49ers. Best believe we're not going in with the same team coming to the 49ers house. We're not doing that.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay. Now,
Guaranteed.
Stay with me. How long have you been a Cowboys fan, sir?
Since 77.
Okay. So now you should know I'm nobody's fan, but now we have to respect what the Cowboys have done, how they revolutionized the shotgun, even though they didn't create it, right? Shotgun came out of the 40s, but Roger Starbuck, Tom Landry revolutionized it, and other things. The Cowboys were a monumental team. I remember Roger Starbuck, one of the greatest, came out of the Navy. But now to see them where they are now, it's shocking to me. I'm as old as dust, sir. AT&T Stadium beat like old slaves, 47-9. What, in your opinion, needs to happen? What needs to be done to adjust the margins?
Jerry needs to croak in the box, like your man said, and that's the rap.
Sir, come on, let's get serious. Come on, let's get serious.
No, listen. Once he leaves, he's the owner and the president and the GM, bro. Come on, where you heard of that? Once he gets out of that, and when his son takes over, it's over. His son knows what he got to do. He knows he can't step on his father's toes and make moves like he think he wants to make moves. Right. He gives him a suggestion. He gives him an opinion. But Jerry's just Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Jerry only cares.
So you're saying nothing can be done, sir, because the man is still alive. I'm looking for a rational answer here. What happens after the next week they have a bye. What happens after then? Come on, tell us.
I just told you, if he doesn't make any moves between now and the 49er game, then that goes to show you he's not interested in moving this team forward for anybody, for the fans, and for the team. Right. He has to help. He has to help CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee cannot do that. We draft well.
Okay.
But then
all right, so you don't have an answer. Thank you so much. I gotta go. He's talking about Jerry Jones has to die. Okay, well that sounds. But what happens if he doesn't? You claiming you're a fan since the 70s. Tell us something. Hang on a second. Google sum everything. I can't read that. Okay, Ireland never had a monarchy. Greetings from the Republic. Okay, he's talking to Rory. Guys, the movie Never Let Go with Halle Berry. I watched this yesterday. I like her as an actress. I always have, and I'm so glad that she took the Academy Award back in was it 2001? Eric Benet was hating on her. She's on stage crying, and this nigga's there screw facing and mean mugging. She puts out great product, and this film, I tried. Horror films are not my thing, but I said I'm gonna watch this because of Halle Berry. It was just, it didn't make sense, Anybody want to call in, break it down? Do you care? What was it? Trash? I found myself pushing the on the laptop the fast forward button. I watched it on the free movie website. I said, geez, I couldn't get a grip on it. Live chat snitch star. These lames in the live chat pestering people. Some lame calling himself blank. Okay, sir, I have nothing to do with the live chat. Deeds, are you in there? Deeds handles everything, so I got to focus on emails, the stream, Cash App, and other things. Thank you for snitching, but you have to address Deeds. I don't block people. Cherry Cola, Tangy Strong. About time and missed your reports. Woo. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and Relentless Aaron. Hey, man, good to hear from you guys. In my community section still, Relentless Aaron, who has called into this show on a few occasions. He has a book, The Night Puff Tried to Kill Me. If you have not seen the video, please go to my community section. Aaron was in downtown Manhattan last week, outside of the building where Puffy's Diddy is going to stand trial, and he's got a big ass cardboard picture of his book cover, and he's kicking in Diddy's back. Let's go to area code 347. Oh, it's just the Most High. 347, the Most High. You there, sir? Late night.
Peace.
Let me slow down. I'm hyped that the Cowboys have gotten beaten like old slaves. What am I missing? Are you a Cowboys fan, or who's your favorite team?
Like I said, I'm a dumbass Jet fan. I'm gonna admit to that. But the funny thing is, when I was a kid and I'm growing up in the mid to late 70s, the Cowboys was on TV all the time. So
right.
my first team that I was attached to was quote unquote America's team, which was the Cowboys. Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett,
Drew Pearson,
Hollywood Henderson, Preston Pearson, Harvey Martin, Randy White, Dennis Thurman. We could go on and on. They were in the Super Bowl at least 5 or 6 times in the 70s alone. Right. Their biggest nemesis was the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we talking about a storied franchise who was once great, who was probably symbolic of pop culture in America in the 70s and mid 70s, late 70s.
Billy Joe Dupree. These are the names.
Billy Joe Dupree.
These are the names that I grew up with. But now I respected the Cowboys, but I was an Oakland Raiders guy. Kenny Stabler, the Snake. So but I had to respect the Cowboys, and then we have to put respect on Troy Aikman's name. He used to stand. He stayed in the pocket, took the hit. And how many Super Bowls did he get for the Cowboys? Troy Aikman.
3.
Yeah. So he saved the franchise.
Nope.
Troy Aikman. But now,
no question. But real quick, not to cut you off, but he was the head as the quarterback of America's team, having a resurgence. But let's not get it twisted. Star, I swear to God, and I don't mean to get off topic, but I'm going to stay on right now. I just saw something on Eric Williams, who was the right tackle for the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s, and how he used to protect Troy Aikman and keep him upright. So they had a little story on him being one of the meanest players in
He did his job. Listen, that's nice. He did his job. So, but now here we are now. They got stumped. Is it because they have injuries and they're just trash now, or did the Lions just step up to the plate? Because I've got some notes here. Back-to-back 40-point games by the Lions. This is the first time they've done this since 1962. So if you ask me, they're popping right now on all cylinders. Go ahead.
They've been popping since last year, really. In all honesty, they made it to the NFC Championship game last year, and if it wasn't for some fourth quarter shenanigans in terms of decision making and whatever, they might have made it to the Super Bowl last year. So, and even the year prior to that, they started showing improvements. That all started with Dan Campbell, who's the head coach. He used to be a tight end for the Miami Dolphins back in the days, but he's one of them no nonsense, white dudes, super intense, head coaches who he don't take no nonsense. You know what I mean? So long story short, their emergence right now is based upon his temperament and the program he's running over there. So big him up. And also, I got to correct Rory. Jared Goff did not win a Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl and they lost. When the Rams won the Super Bowl, they won it with Matt Stafford, who used to be, who got traded for Jared Goff. I just wanted to correct that real quick.
Good.
But it's Jared Goff's time right now, though.
Okay. Jerry Jones said today this was a shocker. That's what he said. Aside from saying he's not considering firing the coach, he said that also, right? Jerry Jones said that. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it too costly at this point to fire the coach? Because the Cowboys are if I'm not mistaken, the biggest money earning franchise of all sports in America. Correct me if I'm wrong. Cowboys?
I have to look that up, but they always have been.
Okay. So it may cost them too much to fire the coach. I don't know about the legalities of the contract or what this may affect. I'm just, wondering why he would, well, maybe he shot that down because he didn't want to totally kill the morale of the team. I don't know. Go ahead.
I agree. He has to actually let this ride out, because if you start using the coach as a scapegoat right now, you hired the coach. He's only been there for a short period of time, and Jerry Jones is known for he's like a George Steinbrenner type owner. Pause. He's very hands-on. He's in the mix. He's in the media. He's doing things outside of, just owning the team off the field or whatever. Right. And maybe it is time for him to hand the reins over to his son. But the problem with that is, as long as Jerry Jones is in the building and he's signing and writing the checks, he is going to be a narcissistic owner. He's going to want to call the shots. So he thinks his business acumen is the same as his football acumen, and it hasn't really translated into anything, not even any significant playoff wins in the last couple of years. So it's time for him to step down and maybe hire people in the front office that are better in judging talent and putting. He signed Ezekiel Elliott back. Why in the hell would you do that? Ezekiel Elliott was washed when he left the Cowboys. He went to the Patriots, didn't do nothing for the Patriots, and now he's back. You just giving him a free check. Dumbass move.
Hold on a second. The Most High, Deion Sanders, what did he do for the Cowboys in terms of coaching? I forget.
I don't remember him being a coach. I'll have to look that up too. I was assuming he went.
Can you
to the media?
Can was he some type of offensive or deep? Was he a cornerback coach? Anybody in the live chat? No. Deion Sanders. I just Googled coaches. Dallas Cowboys. Deion Sanders' name popped up. Tom Landry, of course. Jimmy Johnson. Mike McCarthy. Mike Zimmer. Bill Belichick. A host of others. The reason why his name, comes to me with regards to the Cowboys is because, I think he may be the guy to turn things around. Deion Sanders has a great philosophy when it comes to motivating players. Did you find anything?
I'm looking it up right now. I haven't seen anything in terms of that. I'm looking it up right this second.
Okay. Maybe he was okay. They're saying in the live chat he was never any type of coach. Of course he wasn't a head coach. I'm just saying, was he some type of something on the sidelines? I don't know. Anyway, so where do you want to go? The Most High. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Well, in terms of what Deion Sanders being named the head coach eventually.
Never mind. Well, I don't want to do all the hypotheticals down the road. I was just thinking out loud. Something has to change. They have to make some type of adjustments. This is the biggest money-making machine. Stephen A. Smith is going apeshit. I watched a little clip of him. Something's going to happen here. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is that, again, everything starts at the top. And if your owner is so hands-on with his own franchise and is in control of pretty much every personnel move, from the concessions on up, then the onus is on him to revitalize the team and to get the team back up to speed or whatever the case is and back up to prominence. So either he's going to find a way to motivate this team or it's just going to continue to flounder like this. This is already decades after the days you mentioned about Troy Aikman. We talking 30 years ago, Troy Aikman and them was doing that. So I think the last time they won is in 1995. So at the end of the day, we talking 29, 30 years of them not being even able to make it to the Super Bowl. Super failures. Tony Romo, we could go on and on in those 30 years in terms of them falling from grace and not being anywhere near America's team. But business-wise, he's kept them in the loop, and they just haven't been able to translate the revenue.
Stop right there, sir. Stop right there. Okay, I'm looking at an article here from September the 5th, 2024. Cowboys Jerry Jones discusses Deion Sanders as next head coach. The source is si.com. And it says, let me scroll down here. If you can Google this with me, that would be great.
I'm doing it.
Sanders' time with the Cowboys also forged a strong bond with team owner Jerry Jones. Okay, a relationship that remains intact 30 years later. Okay. So this is not too far-fetched what I'm asking here. Would they consider...
Nor should it be.
Deion Sanders as a head coach? I'm just reading. If you find anything, let me know.
It's right here, Sports Illustrated. I'm reading it right now.
What do you got?
So Cowboys owner blows off answering if he would bring Coach Prime to Dallas, September 5th, 2024.
Okay.
Before Deion Sanders became a head coach at Colorado, he was a legendary NFL star known as Prime Time. Throughout his Hall of Fame career, Sanders was a dynamic presence on the field, especially during his peak years with the Dallas Cowboys. So that's just the beginning aspects. But in terms of getting into here we go. This close connection has fueled speculation about the possibility of Sanders becoming the Cowboys head coach in the future. As Mike McCarthy enters the final year of his contract, which is this season, Stephen A. Smith asked Jones during the interview if he would consider hiring Sanders.
Okay.
Jones carefully sidestepped the question, humorously refusing to answer the hypothetical, but acknowledging his deep admiration for Sanders.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Again, maybe this is putting the carriage before the horse, but I just think his understanding of the game. He when Deion Sanders talks, there's no denying he doesn't understand the everything that goes with the mechanics of football. I just had to say that. Let's go back for a second and put a little bit more emphasis on the Detroit Lions. I thought it was a phenomenal effort on their part. Did you see the flea flicker in the second quarter? When I saw that, I said, whoa, talk about no respect for the Cowboys. Go ahead.
It's not even that there's no respect. It's just that right now they so popping on offense and they have so many weapons that they could do pretty much whatever they want to do right now. They are literally in their prime. They have a lot of young players who they just re-signed. I think the whole backfield has been re-signed, Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. So there's a lot of weapons, and if they throw any type of creativity within the offensive play calling, there's no telling what they could do. And actually, I'm going to go on a limb right now, even though they lost Aiden Hutchinson, which is a big loss, but I think they could survive that. But at the end of the day, I really do believe that the defense holds true, led by defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, former Jet, excellent quarterback in his days. They going to the Super Bowl. They're going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
I'll put my money on that.
Okay. Anything else we should know with regards to NFL action? I just focused on the Cowboys and the Lions. Anything else that you want to bring to the table?
Actually, no. I'm still waiting for the Jets situation to unfold to see what they're going to do. They play tomorrow against the Bills tomorrow night on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
Let's see if all this pouting and all this changing and all this restructuring the Jets are doing is finally going to pay dividends. Let's just see what happens in terms of that. But other than that, the NFL is still kind of a mediocre product compared to what it used to be, just to be real honest with you. And you already know NBA starts next Tuesday.
Hey, man, good to talk to you, Most High. Salute.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Guys, we're talking football. It's Monday morning now. This is an emergency broadcast. I saw the ass kicking yesterday, which is now Sunday. I said, damn, 47-9. The flea flicker in the second quarter. That's something you do later on in the game, third or fourth quarter, as an act of desperation. But to do that in the second quarter, if that's disrespect. These niggas is pussy. Here, dude, run the flea flicker. These niggas is trash. What play we got coming up? Oh, the flea flicker. That's a gamble. Ebony, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. She says, shout out. Okay, we don't do shout outs, but you want to acknowledge your lines. Thank you so much. Okay. They'll never win with Jerry. Well, they have won in the past. Again, Troy Aikman was the truth, but something's got to change. And the margins have to be adjusted. This old nigga was on hang on a second. This old nigga was on Jamie Foxx's Live. Jerry Jones I'm talking about the size of players' penises. Pause. Hi, Anita. I got your donation. Yes, baby, I got your email. Thank you so much. And she sent a nice donation. But can we focus on Gucci third leg tomorrow? I don't want to slander that young man or accuse him of anything. I got your email. He's being accused of something, and I have no proof, no knowledge. Let me look in the live chat. Guys, you have to speed on Gucci third leg. Sheesh. The hater misses nothing. All right. Hold on a second. We'll get to that tomorrow, but I need to do more research. Hey, Tiffany, I got your email. Thank you so much. Okay. Niggas trying to edit out certain things to avoid that lawsuit from the hater. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Hey, Vera, send me okay. Vera, I'm going to forward your email to my alleged daughter, Amy. Speak to her if you got a copyright strike. She will remove a strike if you work with her. I don't deal with that, baby. I'm just, I'm from what she says, I'm the chump in the front. The Star Report is a family business. If I try and get rid of her, I've got problems. Yeah, if I try to get rid of her, I've got problems. She handles a lot of things. Deeds handles the live chat. If anybody has been blocked in the live chat, send an email. Attention, Deeds. Is Deeds in the live chat? Hold on a second. I can't be doing all this extra shit, but I appreciate your donation, darling. 313, you're up next. Good morning.
All day, 313, Star.
Yes, sir. How are you? What do you want to start?
Oh, man, you know where I want to start. I want to start with that mud hole we stumped in them boys.
Let's go.
You know what makes it even sweeter? It was Jerry Jones' birthday, man.
Yeah.
We handed him that gift. Yeah. Oh, it felt great. Yeah. Oh, man. See, I'm from Detroit. I lived through the pain. Okay. So, man, I loved it, man.
The home of Snoop D-O-double-G. Snoop is from Detroit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And Mike Epps.
Yeah.
That's my nigga, stomping grounds.
That's my nigga, Mike.
Yeah, we stomped him. We had to do it. You know what I'm saying? But both feet on the gas. Yeah. And we enjoyed it. And they kept talking all that, they hurting. We don't care about none of them being hurt, Star. We hurt.
Let's go.
You see what I'm saying? We did what we had to do. And all that that good old Dallas Cowboys, how about them Cowboys? We killed that tonight. At their crib. We did it at their house. You see what I'm saying? So it was even beautiful. We could have hit them for a little bit more. We put in the rookies, man.
Let me jump in here for a second. Why is Skip Bayless still running around here with a Cowboys jersey and a cap? He looks frail and crazy. Did you see Skip Bayless? I couldn't even watch it. I said, what is he talking about? See him?
I mean, no offense to you, far as the president, all that got to do with Donald Trump. Most people who them Dallas Cowboy fans, Trump fans. Man. Okay. That's that good old American pie. Good old American. You're not American if you don't like the Cowboys.
Right.
Well, guess what?
Hold this L. Yeah, hold the L. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one too. And I want to touch on that before I get out of this, Star, that Obama telling us the support come out.
Oh, man.
I was thinking, man.
Hang on. He was talking crazy in Pittsburgh. Did you see him pointing his finger? Then he said, I might have a problem with that. As if he's about to, put his foot in somebody's ass or give somebody some straightening. Did you see that?
I mean, I didn't take it in as that. I didn't interpret it as that. You get what I'm saying? See, we keep overlooking the code. We got to be on code. Okay. Now, why are we scared to be on code? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's a good thing. It's positive being positive racism as far as being a race. We ain't racist enough, black people. We don't stick together enough. If this was back in the 60s, man.
I've been saying that black people are not racist enough. I've been saying that. Go ahead.
You feel me? If this was back in the 60s, Stop, man, there wouldn't have been no question who they gonna vote for. Come on, y'all. Everybody got this old internet mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And knowing good and well that the woman fit the support. We got to put Donald Trump out the fire. And before I go, it's crazy. The craziest thing to me, Star, is we support law, and our whole system is based on laws. You get what I'm saying? But this man is waiting to be sentenced, and he running for president, man.
Okay.
I know people.
Can I respond, and then I'll give you the last word when you say
I'm with you.
When you say on code. Now, many black people and many mulattoes, many biracial people, you know, who have lineage with regards to ADOS or foundational Black Americans. Their issue with Kamala Harris is that she's a severe code switcher. She has put black men in the penitentiary. When she was out there in California, you know her history. You can see the video of her from 2019 when she did the Griot interview, and she said out of her mouth, "No, I will not do anything specifically for black people." You saw her say that, right?
Yeah.
So when hang on. So when you say get on code, you want black people to be on code with somebody who has already said, "I ain't giving you nothing"?
I want to look at it in that aspect. Far as when I say on code is this star. It's heavy, it's deep, it got impact to it. When I say on code, it means the same thing with Donald Trump. I mean, we overlook everything and put her where she needs to be. Just like they do, man. Come on, man. I'm going to just say it. It's a white man's world, bro. You seen all, come on, you can't tell me all these presidents before this, all the ones on the money, Mount Rushmore were good presidents. Come on, man. They was on code, bro. That's how it even got pushed that far. We ain't got nobody else. They done put Farrakhan voice out. Damn, all we got left is Kamala. Who else we got? Don't nobody listen to Al Sharpton and Benjamin. Come on, we don't listen to them. Come on, y'all. Get on code. Do it.
Let me just interject one more time, and I appreciate you, addressing this. Okay, did you see Kamala Harris with Reverend Al Sharpton, since you brought him up, uptown Manhattan at the National Action Network offices? And hang on. And he said, "Would you sign a bill with regards to reparations?" That was the same year in 2019. And she said, "When I become president, I will sign a bill." And she laughed. You didn't see that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say this for you.
You have the last word, sir. Your last word.
I'm gonna say, well, this is important too. I want whoever listening to this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just say it flat out, and I'm gonna end it, man. And this, as far as that reparation thing, bro. As long as we keep referring to ourselves as black people, we ain't getting nothing, man. Come on, bro. Right. You gotta be from the country you from. If you Indian, you from India. You gotta claim a place in order to get them reparations. They don't give them to black people. They ain't gonna say, "Well, we gave reparations to black people." Gotcha. No, that ain't gonna never happen.
I appreciate the call, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, folks, I will let you speak. I don't have to agree with you. This show is not an echo chamber. I always give you the last word. Okay, you know this. Peace, Supreme. No, Supreme, we will get to Gucci third leg another night, sir. I don't know the validity of what that female is. Her claims, something about HSV2. Is it HSV2 or HSV1? Troll babies, anybody up to speed on herpes simplex? HSV2 or HSV1? Oh, I ain't never had none of that shit. I've always been stingy with the dick. I'm a heterosexual man. HSV2. Sheesh. Hold on a second. 504, sit tight. You're up next. 504. Give me a second. Alejandro, I got your donation. Yes, sir. Viva Mexico. You already know. Viva Mexico. Something else I wanted to mention here. Let me Google this to be fair to Halle Berry. Never Let Go movie. Anybody see this film? It's not performing that well in terms of the box office. So maybe a lot of people haven't seen it. I watch a lot of movies, when I'm relaxing. Never Let Go, a survival horror thriller. Okay. A woman credited as mama and her two young children, Nolan and Samuel, live in a cabin in a large remote forest. and they had the rope tied around them. That's the whole premise of Never Let Go. They tie the ropes around them so they could all stay connected and go into the forest, to try and get food and other things, supplies. I don't know. Anybody in live chat know what I'm talking about? I like Halle Berry a lot. Phenomenal actress. I was even okay with the Catwoman film that she did, She gets her coins. All right. Thank you for your patience. Are you there? Area code 504. We're talking about the Cowboys getting stomped half to death. Are you up to speed? 504. If not,
yes,
I have
sir.
to go.
How are you, Mr. Stark?
Yes, sir. Pick up the pace, please. Come closer to the microphone.
Can you hear me now, sir? How you doing?
How are you, sir? Go ahead.
I'm fine. First of all, shout out to you, Mr. Stark. God bless you and your platform. Been a fan for a little minute, but
all right, sir, there is no God. I don't have fans. And stop with the shout outs. Come on, man. Come on.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all,
did you see the game, sir? Did you see the game? See the game?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. What I saw today was Detroit at the behest of offensive coordinator Ben Johnson showcasing his genius. Now, I'm a Saints fan. We played Dallas earlier this year, and I'll be the first person to say, respectfully, Dallas is one of the best rosters in the entire league, especially on defense. But I think what you saw today was Ben Johnson, who is a genius. Ben Johnson comes from the coaching tree of the legendary Clyde Christensen, who's one of the greatest OCs of all time. Clyde Christensen was the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach for Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Andrew Luck, one of the greatest of all time. And Ben Johnson is his heir apparent. If you watch Detroit's offense today, you saw a showcasing of maybe the next big thing in football. And what he did was the same thing New Orleans did, and that's attack the over-aggressiveness of this Dallas defense. And I also think that, Dallas's linebackers, especially without a lot of their stars today, they were kind of helpless against the creativity that is Mr. Johnson, But I think that...
Sir, where are you calling from? There's something about you. I can't figure it out. Where are you calling from?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, I'm from New Orleans, but I grew up in Baton Rouge.
Okay. And you've been watching this show for quite some time, you say?
Well, about a little bit over a month. I just started watching.
Yeah. You call in, you want to do a shout out, and then you God bless and some other weird shit, man. Just, I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, not at all.
Are you a Jaguar Wright fan, sir? Because I don't want her audience here. You a Jaguar Wright fan?
Nah. Okay. Nah, I'm not a Jaguar Wright fan.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, sir? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. When you slap the shit out of your boyfriend, does he cry and you make him suck your dick? Hang on, sir. Let me repeat the question. When you slap the shit out of your boyfriend, does he cry and you make him suck your dick? It's a fair question. Okay, he hung up. Yeah. You see, I can tell when somebody is not, really in tune with this show. I'm going to do a shout out. God bless me, and he's a fan. That's 3 strikes. Pow, pow, pow. Pardon me, folks. I had the nap earlier. I'm here to talk football tonight. We can get into some silly shit as well, but let's talk football. Skip Bayless looked crazy. Sitting there with his shoulders sunken in, the goddamn cowboy jersey, and a hat that looked like his fucking dentures were about to fall out. If you don't sit your old ass down, white man. Anybody want to talk about my nigga Diddy? Booby James says caller got exposed. Well, listen, I mean, I let him talk. Thank you for your donation, Don. The Diddler, my homie. But folks, this is the objective perspective. I'm nobody's fan, and if Diddy's dirty, he's got to go. He's got to go. Oh, matter of fact, hold on a second. Okay, I didn't get a response yet. Funk Master Flex, check your phone. I sent him a text earlier. Guys, has Funk Master Flex been going in on Diddy? We have to put the screws in the Diddler. Friends to none of these niggas. Allegedly spiking drinks. Okay, let me go back to the phone lines here. Let me slow down. I know I'm doing a lot. Somebody tapping in from British Columbia. Good morning. Are you there?
How's it going, my man?
It's going, sir. Where do you want to start?
Let's start off with the Obama subject.
Okay.
I think that's a good start.
Okay.
So I don't really understand how anybody can support Kamala, but that's none of my business.
Kamala, sir. Her name is Kamala. What's your name? You sound familiar.
It's Yosef. It's the Mossad old boys. MOB, baby.
Yosef. Viva Israel. Let's focus for a second. What's cracking?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me get on to why we should support Trump.
Okay, good.
Man, Trump, he's for the small businesses, man. He's going to make it happen for everybody across America. And trust me, man, that's my boy. He moved the embassy, man. It's all love.
Yeah.
But on to the next thing. Trump, he's been in the public figure for so many years, man. I mean, this guy was on This Is 50 Radio doing an interview with Tony Yayo at one point, and now people are trying to slander him like he's the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second, Yosef. I got to focus, man. Obama, did you see him pointing his finger at black men and women in Pittsburgh last week?
No, but you know what I did see about Obama recently? I seen an old meetup with him at one of these Palestinian liberation dinners.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm not rocking with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Do you want to give us an update on the Sand Niggers? What's popping? What's popping over there?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I want to talk about some funny shit. There's Gucci third leg dudes running around like
no. Hang on. Don't talk about Gucci.
Everybody,
listen to me. We're not talking about Gucci third leg tonight. That's tomorrow's show. What's going on?
Okay,
I
just wanted to crack a joke.
No jokes. What's going on with the Sand Niggers?
Well, man, we were all busy, fasting, dealing with our, Yom Kippur was recently.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys, man. It's check the scoreboard.
There you go. Yeah.
Check the scoreboard, man. Look at where we're at. At this point, it's just a new political campaign they're running in the States through the schools because the schools are funded by Qatar.
Yeah. Were you born in Israel?
No, but I got tons of people out there.
Okay. Have you been to Tel Aviv? Have you been there? You got family there, I'm sure, yes?
Yeah, I haven't been yet, no.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, look, man.
I'm planning to make what they call a Aliyah move.
Yeah, you should. All right, listen, I got to get back to the main topic. Good to hear from you, man. Viva Israel.
Right,
yes?
right.
Yes? Viva Israel.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I support Israel, folks, in case you don't know. I don't got no business with the Sand Niggers. Hang on a second. Hey, Sunday. She says, what do you rate the film 1 to 5? Okay, you're talking about Never Let Go, Sunday? I don't know. I watched it in its entirety. Halle Berry is still a phenomenal actress. Maybe I just, because I'm not into horror films, I don't know. It wasn't trash, or maybe it was trash. I don't know. Sunday, did you see it? Not a lot of people have gone to see it because the box office numbers are not that strong. Hold on a second, guys. And do I need to take a break and continue talking? Give me a second. Let me make sure I'm reading your Cash App donations. Luis, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Blade. Okay. Terrence J. Okay. Area code 678, sit tight. You're up next. Cowboys got stomped. I might have to watch First Take tomorrow morning with Stephen A. Smith. Okay. Hey, Penelope, thank you for tapping in. And Anita, thank you for your other donation, Anita. Okay. Let's go to area code 678. Good morning. We're talking about the Cowboys getting stomped. This is a NFL exclusive. Are you there? 678.
Yeah, what's good, Star? How you doing?
I'm doing.
How's it going, Star?
Yes, sir.
So, hey, I want to say shout out to Star.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's get him out of here. Once you start that shout out shit, you've called the wrong place. Okay, it's Monday morning now. We're talking football. This is an emergency broadcast. I haven't seen a beating like this in quite some time. Okay. Also, because of the fact that it happened in Arlington, Texas, at the new modern high tech, AT&T Stadium, aka Jerry World, aka the Death Star. Pardon me, the Death Star. This is a monumental ass whooping. Don't try and downplay it. $1.2 billion. The final construction cost on that thing. It took 4 years. To build. Come on. This is a big deal. All lines are open right now. Let's talk football. Oh, and salute to the people who are you're gonna be in the comments tomorrow. Yo, I wish I'd have known you was talking sports. I would have called in. Salute to those people, huh? They're watching right now, but they don't have their notes together. They don't have the details like I do. I come prepared, even when it's, an emergency show. Sharita. Hi, Sharita. Oh, thank you for the donation. She says you're a piece of shit, and I just want to send you this donation, and she's a Jaguar rights supporter. Thank you, darling. At least she kept it G. With a donation. At least she kept it G with a donation. Area code 470. Good morning. We're talking football. Are you there? 470.
Man.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Man, it's Tyrell, man.
Okay.
Cowboy got their ass spanked, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was a goddamn shame that their best player is the kicker. The kicker got all 9 of their points today.
Oh, yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. Come on.
Shit ain't gonna turn around for them till old Jerry Jones take that dirt out, man.
Well, I want to hear about the margins and how they're going to be adjusted before he takes that dirt nap. Are you a Cowboy hater, or what is your position?
Oh, yeah, fuck the Cowboys.
Okay, so you're going to watch the F-bomb? Watch the F-bomb. I'm going to get you out of here.
F the Cowboys, man.
Okay.
I called my cousin today talking shit because he loved them.
Okay, what's your favorite team, sir?
Man, unfortunately, my team got their ass whooped too today, man. I'm a Saints fan, but they got their ass whooped too today. But we had a lot of people hurt. You know what I'm saying? Derek Carr hurt, Taysom Hill hurt, Chris Olave was hurt. We had a lot of big players hurt. You know what I'm saying? Buccaneers put 51 up on us, but we scored 27 though.
Nice.
Cowboys, they only put 9 on the board, and they all came from the chip. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, hey, Dak Prescott, the tragic mulatto. Yes, all that money and choking.
All that. They did the same thing 10 years with Romo. Think about it. Romo started 14 seasons, won 2 playoff games of 14 seasons.
Right.
He got 100 million.
Romo's got some type of Mexican lineage, but we talking about this tragic mulatto, sir, right now, huh? Highest paid in NFL history. Let's kick his back in for a second. Come on.
Yeah, let's kick it back. And he needs to retire, man. He needs to go on here and hang it up. He needs to hang it on up, ride off into the sunset. The whole Cowboys franchise needs to just ride off into the sunset. Who made them America's team, man?
Well, that goes,
and I heard you talking.
Hang on a second, if I can respond to that. That goes back to the propaganda of the 70s, the propaganda, and they were lined up with the right people. The propaganda and the marketing, a lot of times it's the strategy that can create and build something and program the minds of people. And at one time, they were the flashy, fly, jiggy team, especially of the 70s. But those days are gone now. Those days are gone. And what we have now is a team that plays in one of the most, if not the most expensive goddamn stadiums. You ever been there?
Nah, I ain't never been there, man. But I remember when that stadium first got built, he had that big ass jumbotron up there, and they was punting and hitting the jumbotron. That's how stupid that man is. That man just got money just to throw around, man. He don't care about the football.
I may have to go there as a hater. Listen, I may have to go there as a hater and wear a Cowboys jersey, and take all sorts of goddamn selfies. Just on some hating shit. Go ahead and finish up.
Oh, Jared Jones on some hey nigga, just run that ball for me to make sure your fans come, make sure Pookie and them come to the game.
Okay.
Spend their money, buy that $10 beer, buy that ticket, get that.
What'd you say? $10 beers? Sir. Them beers ain't $10. Those beers have to be $20 at least, minimum.
20, yeah, they probably about 20, yeah. Especially over there, I know they probably high as a month. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate the call, sir.
But man, they
salute.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Okay. Already, folks. How much are the beers in that goddamn stadium? He said $10. Ain't no way in hell. Hold on a second. Troll babies. Anybody know how much is a beer in Jerry World, aka the AT&T Stadium? How much is a beer? Okay, 678, can you stop calling in, please? I gave you a chance, and all you were trying to do is just do shout-outs. Come on, knock it off. Knock it off. Don't start doing too much. Play with me. I'll put your phone number in the live chat and let my kids deal with you. Damn, Matthew says $30. Get out of here. That's got to be cap. That's got to be cap. That's got to be cap. Folks, if you're just now joining me, this is a late night edition show. I'm not expecting big numbers off of this particular episode, but I had to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen A. Smith did it was like a 2-minute live. He was laughing and giggling. And it looked like he was trying to hold back, and as he should, the real details of the game for First Take. I can respect that. Okay. They're saying $18. For the beer. Get out. I don't believe that. $18. Gotta cost more than $18. Gotta cost more than $18. Damn. Is it Trilken? Trilken says store the napkins are $10. The hell is that person talking about? Yeah. Uh-oh. Lane with a Y. Yes? Lane.
Lane with a Y, generation 585. Lane with a Y, generation Y. You already know.
Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. What's cracking, Lane? Let's get to it.
I'm calling from New York, upstate, man. I'm half an hour away from Buffalo.
Okay.
What's up? Two tickets to the Jets tomorrow, Monday Night Football. What we doing?
Are you looking for somebody to go? I can't make it. What's going on?
Come on, OG.
No, sir. Are you selling the tickets? There's no way I can go to Buffalo to see the Jets. Do you looking for somebody to?
They're playing in New Jersey, man. They're playing in New Jersey. Come on, man.
I'm in North Carolina, Lane. I'm in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. I can't make it, but tell us.
I'm on the way.
Tell us about the game.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, the Giants just got smashed today. You know what I'm saying? But you might see a Subway Series in the MLB. I'm excited about sports in New York right now. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Mind you, I'm a conspiracy nigga. So today's the 13th. I bet on jersey number 13.
Okay.
Yo, I'm an official sports bettor. I don't even want to talk about that right now, but official sports bettor, guys. Generation Y on Patreon. Star, what up, man? What's good?
Good to hear from you. I'm texting Skylar Saunders while you're talking. Continue, sir. Go ahead.
Yo, man, Kanye West trying to fuck his wife's mom?
Lane, watch the F-bomb or you're out of here. You know the rules. Come on, man. Jesus.
Yo, man, you let white boy Rory get away with a lot, but I got you, OG. I swear.
You're not white. You're not white. Okay?
All right. I claim I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the motherland. All right. Yo, I'm just calling to check in, man.
Good to hear from you.
Kanye got a crazy lawsuit right now. It's one of the big headlines. Kanye with the lawsuit.
No. Kanye is being sued by his ex-assistant for allegedly, according to her, drugging and taking a coochie. That's the lawsuit.
He said, I want you to go cheat on me with somebody who's bigger than me and come back and tell, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Was the Ray J video not enough for you, Jay? Come on, man. Do I got to take these sneakers, man?
Everything else good with you, Lane? Anything else you want to
Everything
talk
else is great, sir.
All right.
Well, what I want to do, I got to give you your big up. The Jaguar Wright controversy.
Okay,
boy,
stop. Lane, I don't want those people here. I've been going viral. I don't want her fans here. No, thank you. Good to talk to you, Lane. Good to talk to you.
Yo, salute, man. Salute.
Thank you. Okay. I don't want a bunch of old Aggie single women up in here. Yeah, my girl Jag. And some of you simp ass beta male niggas. If Jaguar Wright is your queen, your whole race is in trouble. That's a whole fact. Hang on a second. Skylar Saunders, are you tapping in, sir? He's probably sleeping. Guys, give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Dana with the data. Okay. Dana's busy as well. Let me just do a quick recap for those who didn't catch the show from the beginning. The Detroit Lions, not only did they beat the Cowboys, they stomped them. They forced 5 turnovers. The final was 47-9. They ran a flea flicker in the second quarter. That's disrespect. A flea flicker in the second quarter. And there's other people who I mentioned, number 5, Montgomery, number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the field goal kicker as well, okay? Hold on a second. Folks, I have to make some adjustments here. Hold on a second. Hey, Shanita, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Do you want to call in? Call in, darling. I have plenty of time to talk to you. Call in. Okay. The number's on the screen. It's right there. It's right there, okay? And Abdullah, I got your donation. No, Abdullah, we're not talking about Gucci third leg. Please, guys, stop. Let me look in the live chat. Are you guys up to speed on Gucci? I don't know this nigga. Who is this guy? Supposedly, he's got 3,000 bodies. And when I say bodies, I mean, he's smashed. Anybody up to speed? Gucci third leg, and I don't even want to repeat what he's being accused of. No, not Gucci Mane. Maybe you guys can Google this and we can pick this up for tomorrow's show. Gucci third leg. Okay, area code 718. Okay, your call dropped out. 718, your call dropped out. Give me a second, guys. Cheers for his baby daddy. No, we're not talking about that. If you guys are done, if we're done, pardon me, if we're done talking football, then I'm going to shut it down. if we're done talking football, okay, I've enjoyed the conversation. This was a monumental loss for the Cowboys, in case you don't know. Don't think I was just making something out of nothing here. AT&T Stadium. Let me ask you guys in the live chat, is that the most expensive stadium, football stadium? Before I shut this down, is that the most expensive football stadium in America? Eric Mack says, good sports talk. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I have not been watching this year football, but I had to at least address this, late night. Okay, Rondell, he says, yep. Wow, so they got beat in the most expensive. Wait a minute. Somebody says, no, it's not. Hold on. Let me Google this. Hold on. Wait a minute. No. Whoa. Someone in that live chat, who are you? Thank you for that information. Someone said, no, SoFi Stadium is the most expensive. And I think you're right. Who was that? Sunnyside. Hold on. Salute to Sunnyside. SoFi Stadium is the sports entertainment Los Angeles County. Whoa, in Inglewood. Thank you very much, Sunnyside. Okay, so damn. Construction, $5 to $6 billion. Damn. Okay. Let me see if this person's ready to talk. Area code 202. We're talking football. You up to speed?
Yes, sir. I am.
202. How are you, sir? Late night or early in the morning?
Late night. They might as well. Hey, the Cowboys might as well have Bronny at QB the way he was playing, man.
Oh. That was crazy. I like that. Go ahead.
What the hell was going on out there, man? It was a straight clown show. You might as well have Bronny, Amon Shepard. You might as well have the whole shit show. I'm sorry for cursing, sir. Yeah, you might as well have the whole clown show out there with these guys. Come on, man. We gotta. Them cowgirls gotta do better, man. I'm sorry, sir, man. That was pathetic, man. Oh God, they probably need Magic Johnson to come out there to help them guys out too.
Oh, wow,
I'm confused.
Wow. Are you
Yeah.
What's your favorite team? Let me ask you that.
The Commanders, sir.
Okay. Now, thank you for what you just said, because I thought I was doing too much. That type of ass kicking, and Dak Prescott, is he the highest paid NFL player or the highest paid quarterback? I'm not clear.
No, NFL player of history.
Wow.
But honestly,
wow.
It was a bad look for them Cowgirls today, sir. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know what just happened. What happened to the defense? Nothing showed up today. Nothing showed up. It was just a straight KO. It came up, get the check and go home.
This is an L for biracial people. This is the biggest biracial loser. Would you agree?
Definitely, but the only way they're going to win, truth be told, they need an actual GM in there. Jerry Jones can't run the organization at this point. You have his son in there. You need an actual GM to come in there and run the organization. Okay, that's the bottom line with that organization. They would never win. He'll pay everybody. He'll pay anybody. Yeah. As long as they work, he treats it just like a plantation. Mm-hmm. As long as you come to, you fill the seats up, hey, he'll pay you. I'm not going to hold you up.
No. Is he now too old, Jerry Jones? Because sometimes you get to a certain point where you're not making, logical or rational decisions. Is he too old? He's 82.
He's been too old.
Yeah, Sunday he was 82.
He was old 20 years ago to me. That's why he has his kids in there. His kids is just as dumb as him.
Okay.
I mean, anytime anything's given a silver platter, you Anyway, sir, enjoy your day, brother, man. I hope you.
Okay, but please don't call me brother, sir. Please, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Mary. Which Mary are you? I've known a bunch of Marys. That's one of those old, beautiful names. That's a standard name, Mary. The first time I had some coochie from a girl named Mary was 1979. Mary. Gosh, she smelled beautiful. Okay. Face the Gray T says Cowboys might as well have had Bronny at quarterback. Yeah, he just said, is that you? Did you send that donation in, sir? Hold on a second. Late night, 484. Are you there? We're talking about the Cowboys getting beat, getting stomped, getting dealt with. Are you there? 484. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah.
Please don't kill the vibe. Pick up the pace.
Good morning. Sorry, how you making out?
Yes, sir. Your phone's a little distorted. We're trying to hear you, sir.
All right, can you, hold on. Can you hear me now?
I'm going to give you a second. Where are you calling from, sir? Where are you calling from? What state?
Pennsylvania. This is Mahmoud.
Okay. What's going on with you, man? Where do you want to start? Cowboys, sir.
Yeah.
Hog-tied and beaten.
Kind of. Yeah, I was just, just catching the live, waking up and everything. I just woke up a little bit. I just had to say, like, all those Cowboys fans out there, they ain't got nothing to worry about because by the time they play the Eagles, it's going to be a stomp session. You know what I'm saying? When they play the Eagles, then they're going to go on their run, going to the playoffs, and, they're getting back to talking their little trash and everything. So, no, they ain't got nothing to worry about. It's all playing to like the whole, my theory is it's like, a lot of these drop-offs and quality of play is due to like trying to fulfill the makers and all that kind of stuff. So,
Are you on a perk 10, sir? I don't understand anything you just said. Where you go? The hell?
Nah.
Troll babies. Is this nigga on a perky? What'd you say, sir? Can you run that back? I didn't follow you. Something about the Eagles. When do they play the Eagles?
Well, they play the Eagles like, what's that, Veterans Day weekend?
I don't know. Educate me. And how are the Eagles looking this year? How are the Eagles looking this year, sir?
I mean, they're 3-2 right now, but, didn't really have a great performance in a win today. They played against the Cleveland Browns, which, by all, this year's standards, they're not, part of one of the lower end teams, where other teams in the division like the Washington Commanders and I forgot who else they played. Oh yeah, they played the Cowboys. The Cowboys smashed them. And the Eagles barely beat them by 4 today. So,
sir, with all due respect, sir, with all due respect, go get a glass of milk and go back to sleep. All right, warm milk at that.